Hello and welcome to this new video in a SQL section. In this video, we continue with string functions further. In the last video, we have seen quite a few set of functions. Let's move further. So now, we are going to start with a function called as replace. As the name suggests, replace is used to replace one or more characters with one or more characters. So it has three inputs as you see: expression to be searched, search expression, and replacement. For example, just a simple one to start with. I have a text, and in this I want to replace one or more character. So what are the possibilities? Let us say I wanted to replace E with X. So this will be the syntax for it. So this is our expression to be searched. This is the expression, the search expression, which means you want to remove this, and this is the one which you want to place against it. So single quote close and done. So wherever you had E, it will replace all those instances. For example, if I say replace L, you see we have double X. So every single instance will be replaced by X. Keep that in mind. That is important to understand. Not only just the one instance or first instance. Next thing, are there any limitations in terms of the characters? What I mean to say is, what if you want to remove one character and replace more than one character? Is it possible? Let us find out. Yes, that's fine. As you can see, there is no restriction that if you're removing one character, you can only replace one. So with this possibility, there are many things you can do. So this becomes one-to-one. Remove one character, replace one. One-to-many, which means remove one and replace many. And opposite also you can do. For example, I want to replace EL with X. So all things are possible. One-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many, anything that you want to do. What in case an interesting scenario could be, you just don't want one character, you want to drop it. You don't want E from this. What will you do? The trick to it is, you just put a single quote, open, close. This is called as blank. So you put this way and it will be dropped. So you don't have to do any other things for this. Then the next thing is, if you want a space against that, put a space in between. You will get a space there. Simple. So this is which covers all the possibilities of replace function. Alright. Moving on to the next function is a simple function called as reverse. As the name suggests, it will reverse your text. So for example, if you have something like hello, it will reverse it. Alright. Or you could also pass a column name into this. That's fine. So for example, I say from dim product and I pass English product name. Reverse it. So there you see, completely reverse. Again, it goes without saying that all the replace functions that we have seen scenarios, you could have also used a column name instead of hard coding a text. So that thumb rule remains the same. Alright. So no issues about that. Then another function is a function called as stuff. Okay. Now stuff, if you at all can relate this to stuffing. So what stuffing literally means, to just insert something in between or push something in between. So stuff means that you can insert few characters at specific position. Alright. Now you could think that, try to compare this with SUBSTRING. SUBSTRING was extracting characters from that position. Now stuff is like inserting characters at that particular position. That's how the difference is. Let us see this. For example, I have something like hello, for example, comma. So now here you see there are four inputs: expression to be searched, starting position, number of characters. This is how you had in SUBSTRING, but there is extra called as replacement. Okay. So for example, I wanted to start from the second character, and including the second character, I want to remove the three characters. And then I want to insert some character at that place. So this is how it is. Let us see. So now you see ELLO, second, third and fourth character have been removed and X has been replaced against this. Try to compare this with replace and stuff. What replace does is, you tell which character you want to remove and which you want to replace. So it will find by itself. But in here, we are going by position. That I want to remove the second character, third and fourth, and then do this. This can be helpful when you want to do position-based replacements, where you are quite specific or explicitly you want to do a position-based replacement. For example, just an ideal scenario would be if you try to, let's say, replace over here, replace L with X. What will be the impact of this? Replace will replace all the instances of L. There you go. You're getting double X. Why? Because it is occurring 2. But what in case if you wanted to only replace this L and not the first L, or only the first L? Very simple. So you take the position, which is number 4, one character only, and then replace it with X. That's how you do. So both are essential. Alright. This is about stuff and replace and reverse function. There are many other functions apart from these that we will learn. But what I will be doing is I'll be covering them as part of scenarios. Okay. So that's all until now in text functions. See you in the next video.